What's up, guys? We're going to be talking Battlefield 2042 today. I told you it wasn't going away just yet. We got this trailer for this new event, Leviathan Rising, today. Very excited about this event. I know their limited time game modes in the past really haven't been received well, but this one, for some reason, I don't know why, it just seems a little different. There's some new mechanics that are introduced. It's a lot smaller, more chaotic, that sort of thing. There's some pretty sweet skins and rewards that are both free and premium. We're going to go through all that in their blog that they posted today. All right, so first up, when's the event? April 11th through the 25th. So it starts next Tuesday. Today's Friday, next Tuesday is when it starts. And then the time that it starts is 12 o'clock UTC. I don't know what time that's going to be. My time, your time, whose time, I don't know. Google it and find out. Okay, so the new mode is called Shutdown. And the way that I see this playing out is a lot like S&D had a baby with Control from Call of Duty. Kind of the both of the characteristics of those games got mashed into one. First thing about it, a lot smaller scale. It's only 8v8, so it's going to be 16 player lobbies. The second thing about it is there's going to be attackers and defenders. The way that the attackers read: infiltrate enemy objectives and plant the lances. A new mode objective in Shutdown: protect them and score as many points as possible. Okay, so the defenders locate and eliminate the lance carriers, prevent their dropped lances from being picked up, and defuse any that do get planted with prejudice. So that sounds a whole lot like Valorant or S&D to me. There's only 2 rounds that take place. You're going to start on the attacker side or the defender side, and then on the second round you're going to swap. So if you started out on the attacker side, the second round you'll go to the defender side. And I gotta say, man, DICE has missed a lot of stuff over the last year and a half or 2 years, however long Battlefield 2042 has been out. But where they haven't missed is the artwork, man. Look at this skin, the depth of field. Sorry, I'm a little bit of a nerd when it comes to that stuff. I think it just looks so good. So we read about the objective, but here's a little more detail for the game. The Lance is a portable microwave device that fries data drives in a limited radius. Attackers can plant it where they choose inside a predefined objective areas populated with crates full of said data drives. Now that part's kind of important. We'll come back to that here in a second. Scoring points as long as the lance stays alive and culminating in a shutdown. Defenders, on the other hand, can disable it with a short timed interaction. Playing it smart, outwitting your enemy is key to shutdown. Plant the lance in the open, bait your enemy, hide it in the corner, protect it with your gadgets and throwables, or find an approach of your own. The choice is yours. That part to me is really interesting because it plays more like Valorant, I would say. Yeah, it's like S&D, but Valorant, you're playing in a hero shooter, which Battlefield is a hero shooter. It's different characters with different abilities. So you really got to think about who you're going to choose and choose wisely, especially if you're team oriented. And if you're defending, maybe it's smarter to choose Blasco or Irish rather than McKay or Sundance, you know, those more aggressive characters. And I thought this was good. Shut it down. When a planted lance scores enough points in an objective, so it's going to be time based, right? It results in a shutdown of the objective and fully removes it from the map. Expect pure chaos as you start clearing more objectives and are forced closer and closer together with the enemy team. This is where I think it's really different from Valorant or S&D from Call of Duty, because in those games you plant once and it goes off, then boom, the round's over, you start again. Well, this is very different because if you see, you've got 3 objectives. Let's say as an attacker you attack B, you set the lance down, it goes off, boom, B is gone from the map. They're going to totally cut it off. So you're going to be funneled into this A and C area. I don't know how big of a radius they're going to cut off, but you're not going to be able to access that. And if there's one thing that Battlefield has done fantastic over the years, and even in Battlefield 2042, is they've always created that defining line between attackers and defenders. No matter what type of game mode that you're playing, whether it's rush or breakthrough or whatever, there's always that point of tension that I've always loved in Battlefield. That's why you see all those flanking clips that are fantastic, where they're getting behind the enemy and they're taking out like 30 people in a clip. That's what makes Battlefield, because there's always that point of tension. But so you take out B, you take out A, then there's going to be this focal point that 8v8 right there. Whoever's the better team is going to win there. And I can't wait. That's going to be awesome. The end of round is going to be pure chaos, and I love it. I am so here for it. And then we've got our rewards, which I would say they're probably the best that we've seen in the game. New rewards are available to earn, claim, and purchase while you battle against hostile forces in the Leviathan division. Earn ribbons by playing Shutdown to unlock the uniquely gameplay rewards available during the Leviathan Rising event. The store will also have free bundles for you to claim, as well as 3 new bundles for purchase. Then they do a pretty good job of showing us the rewards for each week. This is week 1, so all of this right here kind of applies to this picture. 15 ribbons gets you the weapon charm, 40 ribbons gets you the skin for the AK-24, and then 75 ribbons gets you the specialist set for Pike, which I gotta say looks pretty sick. And then you've got week 2, which week 2 looks pretty sick to me. Again, these are gameplay rewards. 15 ribbons gets you the weapon charm, 40 ribbons gets you the skin for the AH-64GX, and then 75 ribbons gets you the specialist set for Casper. And I gotta say, I don't run Casper a ton, but man, that looks sick. And then there's gonna be free items in the store that we'll have for each week. In week 1, we'll have this weapon charm, and then in week 2, we'll have the skin for the AM40. And I'm not gonna lie, this part bums me out super hard because I was really hoping to earn some of these in game, especially this Dozer and Irish skin. They're pretty sweet. Nonetheless, they're gonna be in the store with some other things. You're gonna get this whole thing. You've got the specialist set for Angel, weapon skin for the Avances, the vehicle skin, player card background, weapon skin for the M5A3, headgear for Blasco, player card background. So you're going to get a whole lot of stuff, and stuff that isn't even shown here, like the vehicle skin. So that's going to be available week 1 and week 2. It looks like this Irish skin, which is so sick. I may still pick this up, honestly. I may have to buy it because I love this skin. It's going to be 1,400 Battlefield coins. It's available both weeks. You get the specialist set, you get the weapon skin for the AM40, you get the vehicle skin for the RAH-68, the weapon skin for the M44, player card tag, and rare 1 hour XP booster. And then we come to week 2, which I don't know why Dozer is only available in week 2 when the other 2 are available both weeks. That's kind of weird to me, but I gotta say they're nailing it with this vibe. I don't really use Dozer that much, but man, he looks good. So you get the specialist set, you get the weapon skin for the SFAR, you get the vehicle skin for the M1A5, weapon skin for the SWS, and then a weapon charm with that. And it's going to be 1,400 Battlefield coins like the other ones. So not too crazy expensive. Still bummed that it's going to cost money, but it is what it is. And then the last thing that I'll go through is the tips and tricks that they added at the bottom of the blog. I love it when developers do this. It's pretty neat, especially when you're introducing a new game mode. The first thing that they say is use smokes. They can hide lances, lance carriers, and lance diffusers. So you got to think like Pike might be meta in this, you know, whether you're attacking or defending. I bet there's going to be smokes galore, and so slapping on Pike might be the way to go. Then it gives you some attackers and defenders points. Get creative. The lance can be planted anywhere, so I imagine that at any height you can plant that. If you want to hide it, or if you want to put it out in the open and kind of bait people as they come to it, pretty smart play there. And then they give you a couple of defenders tips. The one thing that I'll say is learn the layouts. Attackers will use predictable paths to approach objectives. Learn these, set up ambushes. Attackers on the objective won't be a problem. Learn your flanks. Get them flanks, man. They're so huge in Battlefield. That's going to be it for me today. I'm super stoked to dive into that event. It's going to be a lot of fun. Hey, if you like the Battlefield content, let me know. Hit the sub button. And hey, I will see you on the next one. Have a good weekend.